All right, so you've got your New Year's resolution, and it's the very next day. Every day you need to consider as day one. Even if it's day 30, pretend like you just made this resolution yesterday and you're starting fresh. Every day is day one. Restate your resolution. Impress your mind that you are serious when you course correct your subconscious, when you try to talk yourself out of keeping your resolution. By the way, why would you sabotage yourself like that? Do you know your triggers? Write them out. Then write out and memorize your course correcting disavowals to fight your excuses. When an excuse comes up, do you have a counter measure ready to fight that trigger? Your course correction can simply be phrases or safe words, simply to train yourself immediately to respond and redirect your old self operating subconscious. Say something to yourself like, that thinking is the old me. It just has to be something simple like you just have to have a counter spell. The new me is determined to keep my resolution. I am getting stronger and stronger every day, keeping my resolution. Whatever it is that you need to train your mind to be redirected toward the positive goal that you are aiming for, whatever you need to do that. Accumulate as many of your triggers as possible so you can then correct your course of action with a mantra or with a simple safe phrase or a safe word that is the exact opposite of the way that your trigger is compelling you to move. So if your trigger compels you to move toward laziness, then create a mantra or create a phrase, I am, however you want to counter that old self operating subconscious system programming. However you want to rewrite that, it's going to be in the exact opposite direction of how you feel in the moment, which is keeping you from accomplishing and carrying out your New Year's resolution. So, if you haven't guessed already, today's focus is going to be to learn awareness of your triggers. I didn't go to the gym today because XYZ. Now, barring any legitimate reason, why do you make a decision against your wish? Why do you make a decision against your dream? Why would you do that to yourself? You're resolved, aren't you? If you can answer the question clearly as to why you didn't keep with your New Year's resolution today, if you can write out the reason why and find within that reason why the trigger, your challenge today then would be to create your flashcard, note card, whatever it is that your post-it notes, put it where you need to see it again and again on the mirror, right where you're going to put your copy, put a stick-it note. If that's what you need, I don't need to do that. I don't want to do those kinds of things, actually. I'm saying those things. That's not what I do. I don't make stick-it notes for, I have 4x5 cards or whatever this is. Is it 3x5? That's pretty. 4x6. So what you are doing is finding the answer as to why you are trying to talk yourself out of your resolution. Write it out. Acknowledge that that's the reason why. Is that the correct assessment? Yep, I'm pretty comfortable with my assessment as to why. Okay, great. Now, how are you going to counter that right now, first of all, and then repeatedly when it comes up again and again and again? How are you going to counter it? Just simply write out counter phrase to redirect, to course correct your wayward thought. Could just simply be, I am resolved not to make any excuse not to go to the gym. I am determined to keep my resolution. This is what must be repeated to your subconscious mind on a regular, habitual basis in order to make lasting changes. If you want to make lasting changes in your behavior, which is typically what a New Year's resolution is about, is to change a particular behavior. That behavior is an ingrained habit that you practiced years and years and years and years and years ago that you've forgotten about, that is now so deeply ingrained in your psyche, in your operating system, that when you try to introduce a new system that is against the old system, they do not get along and you have to persist. It's almost like you have to get into the ring with your subconscious mind and beat the shit out of it so that it stops poking its head up and start and messing with your plans. Honestly, that's the way it feels to me. Like, why are you back again? And this is why I get frustrated with waking up in the morning and thinking, man, I don't want to have to remind myself of this shit again. I don't want to have to do that. And of course, that's one of my triggers. Waking up in the morning, not having an immediate focus of what my goal is, getting on with my day and not even thinking about my goal and not even thinking about my goal and not even. So, because I don't automatically think about my goal, I'm going to have to pull up my big boy pants and in the morning, as soon as I wake up, take my time to just slowly come to life, recall what I want to accomplish, and reprogram my mind. If you have found any of this content helpful, interesting, or thought provoking, please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you can be reminded whenever fresh content is uploaded or if I go live. And if that ever happens and you get that notification, please make sure you jump on immediately, like the video, leave a comment, and share the content because you know I put out quality content that I invest my time in because it's coming from my own experience. I have been your host, Travel Mateus. Remember, dream is destiny. Until next time.